Hi, hope all are doing well. So, today we will be starting our session with demand function analysis. I actually explained the demand function analysis last day. So, today I will be explaining the demand function, how we will getting the market demand curve. Fine. So, we already have seen in the earlier video that demand is a function of price. I have already mentioned it many times how it is becoming a price function. I have already mentioned in my earlier videos. So in this video we will be going towards to obtain the market demand curve. Fine. So what is market demand curve? Market demand curve is a horizontal summation of all individual demand curve. So all individual demand curve, I have already done the board work that in my earlier video, demand curve is downward sloping, and this is the individual demand curve. If you place the price on vertical axis and quantity on horizontal axis, you can see my earlier videos. So we will get a downward sloping demand curve, that is a particular individual demand curve, and there are some conditions that price of other commodities should be constant, income of other household income of the household would be constant, saving would be constant, and taste and preference would be constant. Fine. So I have already uploaded that video. Particularly you can see my last video. So in this video we will actually try to find out the market demand curve. So whenever we are getting we are getting individual demand curve. If we make the summation of horizontal summation of each individual demand curve, we will be getting the market demand curve for that particular commodity. Okay, so let me give you one example. Say for rice, individual demand is 2 unit. Okay, right now its individual demand is 2 unit. So there are 20 members in a market structure, or in a market structure. So the individual demand is 2 unit, and so the market demand would be 40 unit, because 20 into 2 we are getting 40. So if we place the price of that particular commodity as a market basis on horizontal, say vertical axis, and quantity demanded, total quantity demanded of the market in the vertical axis, then we will be getting another downward sloping demand curve that would be saying the market demand curve. Fine. And that is the summation of all the individual demand curve. So in this case also there should be restrictions, because each individual demand curve is having some restrictions, that individual income is constant, saving is constant, prices of other commodities is constant, taste and preference is constant, because these things are unchangeable. If these things changes, then the demand will automatically be changing, will be a changing factor. I have already mentioned it in my earlier videos. So this is the process which we will be implying to get the market demand curve. So market demand curve basically is the horizontal summation of all the individual demand curve, and there are some restrictions in obtaining the market demand curve. These are these constant things. Okay, and now we will be discussing that what is the difference between change in demand and change in quantity demanded. These two things are very confusing, and we will be today trying to explain these two things: change in quantity demanded and change of quantity. Change in demand or change in quantity demanded. So whenever there is a change in quantity demanded, we will be moving through the demand curve. As I have shown you earlier on my earlier videos, that change in quantity demanded means we are moving onwards with the demand curve, either upward or in downward motion, but we are on the demand curve. Okay, so what is happening whenever the price of that particular commodity is rising? there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity. Demand of that quantity will fall. We will be moving through this demand curve, which I have already shown in my earlier video, and other things remaining constant. Only the price of that commodity, if the price of that particular commodity which I am demanding is changing, then we will be moving towards either downward or upward through that particular demand curve of that commodity. But when the quantity demanded changes, when the change in demand means there are some other factors involved. This is a change in quantity demand. We will be moving through the demand curve and other things remaining constant. But change in demand means either the downward or upward shift of that particular demand curve. And this will involve some other issues, that prices of either other commodities has been changed, or prices of income of the individual has changed. Here comes the income effect, substitution effect, everything. So demand curve will be shifting either downward or on upward motion. Say income has risen. Income of a particular household or different people's income has been raised suddenly. So what would be? He is having some extra money. So all the people can buy, say, but that particular quantity rice, which was my example. Say we are in a one commodity world. Change in demand means the price of rice has suddenly risen. So quantity demanded has been changed in an inverse relationship. But whenever the income has been changed, income of the people has been changed. If the income rises, so I am having more money in my hand. So what should be my decision? If rice is a cheaper commodity, I will purchase rice more quantity. So in this way, all the people taste and preference will be towards the cheaper commodity. So the demand curve will shift upward. Demand curve for that rice, market demand curve will shift upward. If the income of the individual falls, there would be the inverse thing. That is, they will consume less rice. So the market demand curve will be downward. So will be moving on a downward direction. Okay. So this is the basic difference of change in quantity demanded and change in demand. In change in quantity demanded, there is all other things remaining constant. Only the price of that particular commodity has been changed, so the demand has been changed. But in case of demand, change in demand, mind it, other factors, there are other factors influence on the demand curve. Either it's shifting upward or it's shifting downward. Whenever the income rises, I have more money to purchase anything, so my demand curve will shift upward because I am purchasing more quantity of that particular commodity, so the demand has been raised. Whenever my income falls, I will be demanding less of that commodity, so my demand function will be downward shifting. Demand curve will be downward shifting. Clear? So tomorrow we will do the board work. The simple board work I will show you tomorrow on my next session. Change in quantity demanded and change in demand. So until then, I hope it's to some extent clear that movement towards the demand curve and the shiftment of that particular demand curve is a two factor. So tomorrow we will be doing another board work regarding this, and we will be moving to another topic tomorrow. So till then, bye-bye.